Good morning everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. Lovely to have you join me. Thank you all for coming back again, my old faithfuls and subscribers. And hi to anybody new. So this morning I am going to have a break from the Christmas and winter kits and journals that I've been making, and I'm going to use up some of my vintage book pages. So I'm going to do a little bit of collage, but collage with a difference. So not using the Christmas papers. I want to create a couple of, I think I'm probably going to use these for the inside of some covers. So I've been thinking about some covers, how I can, you know, change how I make my covers, do some different ones. So I've just got here a couple of pages from an old nursery rhyme book, and I didn't even measure them actually, they just looked big to my eye. So that's 30 centimetres, which is 11 3/4 inches. There's two there, we better just measure the one, hadn't we? And that one is 8.5 inches, which is exactly the same. 30 centimetres, nearly 12. It was inches I wanted, wasn't it? Centimetres, I wanted 22. Gosh, 20, that doesn't sound right, 22 by 30 centimetres, does it? It's 30. 21.5. Crikey. It looks a lot more oblong than that. It shows you how your eyes deceive you. Okay, so what have I done with my lid, because I'm a bit previous with that. So I've got my Scotch glue stick, these pages, and I've got a glue book which I'm going to be gluing onto the side here. It's a new one, and it's an old novel that my husband's read, but it's about the SAS, so I'm expecting there'll be plenty of swear words in it, which I don't want on camera. I don't want to offend you. Gluing on it is probably the best thing I can do. So that is what I will do. So that's off to the side here for gluing on. Right, so what I want to do is perhaps take a page of each. So this one isn't, that one's not all that vintage. I think it's from the 60s, but it's French, which is what I liked. It's from a French Reader's Digest book. This one, I think, from the Lakes. You can tell the old paper because it's very, very well, you know, it rips really easy. It's nearly fabric-like. It falls apart. So 30s, I think. Did I say there? This is from an old book from the 30s, Gulliver's Travels, I believe. This old book on butterflies. I don't know how old that is, but again, it feels like, you know, 20s, 30s. This one is a lot older. You can see all the lovely foxing on it as well. I can't remember, but it's a very, very old falling apart book. And this one, as you can see, extremely old. That's the best I can do, age-wise. So what I want to do is tear some of them into, well, I want some pieces to use. Not too big, but an assortment of pieces. Now I'm not going to get rid of that because that is just beautiful paper. But I really want mostly text. So what I'm going to do is I am going to ink them, so I don't want them too tiny. But yeah, unusual shapes. So there's that one. Here come the birds. I don't know if they just know my voice or it's just getting warm. Sounds like he's digging in the gutter, but because he's on the plastic roof or polycarbon or whatever it is that conservatory roofs are made from, he's very noisy. Well, it's noisy to me. You may not be able to hear him. Right, they're very square, aren't they? I'll try and do some different shaped ones with one of these then. So yeah, might be boring to watch, but if you give it a go, it's great fun sitting. Oh, it's very thick, this paper. Sitting, ripping bits of paper up. And I'm thinking the amount of text I've got, you know, from the pages, I'm looking at the size of paper that I'm going to cover. I might need to do more than I have done so far, but we'll see. I'll just get these few torn down. Now, I could have spoiled your fun and torn them down before I came on, but yeah, that's better. They're a bit more interesting. So my idea is to Mod Podge it afterwards, because obviously these are not going to be strong enough on their own for any kind of wear. I might just leave a bit of that on there. I don't want a lot, but an odd piece here and there. Take a bit of that one off. A little bit of that one. I suppose I might be quicker getting it off with the ruler. Let's give that a go and see. Definitely these ones that I like. Don't know what to describe them as. You know, I guess fabric that's lost its strength. Just very soft fibres. No resistance in them. These really old ones. Oops. So the actual text block, as you can see, by the time I've cut it down, it's not all that big. Have some biggish ones again. That'll be enough to get us started anyway. If I use loads and I'm nowhere near done, I can stop the video and tip some more up or tear some more up, whichever one of those things. So I hope you're all well. We're speeding towards Christmas Day here, well, and there, everywhere, aren't we? The weather is it's kind of average. It's nothing very remarkable out the window at the moment. It is early. Here I have left Neil in bed. It is his last, or is it? No, it's not. He's got one more day off before he returns to work. He's had a good few off this time. So glue, yeah, no, ink. So yes, I've got up and made a start. For some reason I was wide awake. I thought I'd be having a lay-in this morning. We were out late for us last night. Not very late, but yeah, we went to our local pantomime. We took the grandkids. I mean, they're teenagers now, but you know, the pantomime is for all ages. It was Dick Whittington, and actually it was a really good laugh. I was a little bit concerned about, you know, mixing, and to be fair, we were fairly close to people actually. I mean, the mask rule was in, but there's a lot of, oops, don't throw them away, Denise, we need them all. There's a lot of people, you know, exempt without the masks on, which, you know, I understand. Our grandkids are exempt because they suffer with asthma, both of them, and they really do struggle in a mask. You know, so I'm not saying people shouldn't be. What I'm saying is they're out there breathing without the mask, so yeah, you are at risk a little bit, I guess. But yeah, it was lovely. It was we were umming and ahhing whether to go, and you know, I said to my hubby, I mean, he loves anything comedy anyway, and he loves going out with the grandkids, so you know, it was a double whammy for him. We were discussing whether to risk it or not, and I said, you know, they're growing up so fast now, and we've had 2 Christmases without really any Christmas memories. We've been in lockdown and poorly, so we decided to risk it and give it a go. And I have to say, you know, it is refreshing to be out and enjoying yourself a little bit. Just started to feel a little bit like Christmas yesterday. We put our Christmas jumpers on, me and Grandad, and yeah, lots of other mums, dads and granddads all dressed up for Christmas, as well as the kids obviously, so it was good fun. Lots of littlies. He had a couple of primary schools in, which gosh, they must have been up quite late, because it went on until about 10:15 at night, the actual pantomime. But I suppose little ones can go and go and go till they drop, can't they? But yeah, it was lovely to see them with the tinsel in their hair and all the Christmas things on and all the shouting obviously. And the funniest thing was, I mean, the pantomimes they do, it's not an amateur production, but it's it wasn't, you know, it's not professional like really well-known stars, etc. And you know, that it looks like they have a lot of fun on stage as well. And we have a few asides of, you know, adult humour that, you know, they try not to make too much of it, and it does go over the littlest heads. But it was funny that our kids are at an age now where they picked one or two of them up, and that was quite funny. Nothing too bad, but a little risque, you know. So yeah, that was nice. But I thought, oh, that'll be me in bed late this morning, because I'm not used to being out and about that time of night. I'm usually tucked in bed at 9 or just gone, if not earlier. Sorry, at least I'm talking to you. This is quite a long job, I didn't realise. Yeah, but it was nice, it was refreshing. But I was wide awake this morning, so I thought I'll get up and make a start. I don't know if it was because I knew I was having a break today. I definitely wanted a break from the Christmas today. I don't think I've got any more Christmas kits to do on film anyway. I have got a winter kit that I'm about to do. I've still got a Christmas journal to make for a present, but that won't be on camera, like I said. And yeah, I've got a very small file folder pink Christmas kit that I've downloaded off Nanine, so I might in a couple of days do a quick envelope folio or something like that with that. But yeah, I want to get something different done, get my juices flowing again, because Christmas has taken over with the crafting, and yeah, get back into the normal, if you like, crafting. Yeah, so I'm definitely thinking about covers at the moment, because I've made an awful lot of journals these last few weeks, and yeah, I'm doing the same covers over and over again. I was getting a bit like this at the end of, you know, before I started Christmas, so I'm going to start looking for some different ideas for creating covers. I have got a lot of fabric scraps, so I do want to start putting some of those together and making journal covers. Yeah, but I want some other things as well. I've got some, like, I don't know what we call it. It's like sticky back plastic, I suppose. Sticky back vinyl, I don't know. I was thinking I might cover a book cover. What do you call them? You know, from an actual book, a ready-made one. With the plastic. Sorry, my brain shut down a minute there. That used a lot of ink, didn't it? That soaked it up on that. Yeah, so they're quite lush-looking kind of. I'm thinking there's a lot of brownie and not very many white ones in there. I'm just wondering if I could do with another. We'll start. Oops, is that off my ink? Yeah. I'll make a start and then decide if I need more white, and I'll stop the camera and cut up a few more white pieces. So the trick now is to make sure I'm gluing the side that is not inked. Otherwise I went through all that inking for nothing. There we go. Am I in? Yeah, that Humpty Dumpty. Let's start down and cover some of this. So I'm just going to go straightish on the edges. Humpty Dumpty is a bit full on in your eyes, isn't he? So here's hoping. Oh, I was going to say here's hoping everyone else is still in bed, but there was a little bang from next door's garden then as I said it. Was that glue or a hair? That was funny. Go that way. Now, with most collage, you shouldn't really be thinking too much about what you're doing, but of course I am. I should have kept these in their individual little. Oh, you can tell the difference between the books. In their individual little piles, I was thinking. I have done this once before, but it was quite a long time ago. I'm pretty sure it was before I was filming, and I only did like an A5 page. But I really liked it. I just remembered it the other day. I really liked the effect of it when I'd done it. Now the ones in the middle are not all going to go horizontal or vertical. Some of them will go diagonal in various angles. It's easy around the edges to put the straight. I've already started with a blob of glue. Put the straight edges on the edge of the paper. Right, I'm just going to grab a wet one because I think I'm going to end up quite gluey. There we go. Yeah, so it's my idea to do these and obviously let them dry and then Mod Podge them and then have them, that's why I want to do at least 2, have them on hand, ready to go, because I'm thinking I might come up with a few ideas for covers and just do a cover making video, you know, where I do 2 or 3 different types of covers. Oops. Trying to cover this up, aren't I? It's like doing a jigsaw puzzle. I'm trying to make the most of all my papers without right, that one will go nice across there without overlapping too much, because obviously the ripping and the inking takes a bit of doing. A whitish one along the bottom. Yep, that one. That's quite enjoyable, I have to say. I'm rather enjoying the process so far, and I've only just started, but good. I didn't get my presents wrapped yesterday. I think I told you that's what I was going to do. I really, really must. Just up there. What do we want in there? I don't want to use too much white. Yeah, these really dark ones are nice, aren't they? Let's put him on there. Whoops, this book doesn't want to rip. You can tell it's a modern book. It's built not to come apart at the spine. Lots of glue. Let's get something up there. Goodbye to Humpty Dumpty. So what are you guys up to now? Are you still on Christmas? I know Caroline's told me what she's doing. I nearly said it then, but I don't know if it's a present for somebody, so I don't think it is. I think she said she's doing a present and she didn't put it on, so she's not filming it. But that's not a Christmas one. Is anybody else doing something that's not Christmas? Or planning something? What have you got planned? I think I hinted at, I don't know if it was last video or a video before, this new project that's coming up from Nanine at Collage Type, and I believe that Tanya, who's doing the first reveal, I believe she has put a an advert, I think, sort of thing, saying what's coming on Sunday. I believe that's when she's actually going to show the kit. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for you guys to all see the kit, and I'm excited for me to start with mine once she's got going. So I've got that ahead, and like I say, that little pink thing from Nanine, that's still going to do. But other than that, I don't know. I haven't got many plans yet for next year. Obviously it'll involve lots of journals, but I'm thinking I've seen a lot of people, or last year a lot of people did the really does not want to rip this book. What, I can't even remember the name for it now. So where you make a sample of all the different ephemera and keep it in a book to remind you. Maybe it'll come to me in a minute, I don't know. But yeah, I'm fancying making one of those, because I keep seeing people, you know, creating pockets and things and thinking, oh yeah, I remember that, I used to make those, and then I go off and make some again, but my memory's not good until I see other people with them. So yeah, I was thinking one of those might be good for me. What the hecky thump are they called? No, it won't come. I'll stop thinking and then it might. So yeah, I think that might be what I've got planned. Other than that, nothing. So if you've got any ideas of things you'd like to see me make. I never did get round to the Christmas cards. I printed some off, but not enough to do a video, you know, to make. And then my ink disappeared. Went strange. But I feel it's a bit late now for making Christmas. I mean, I'll make them, but I just feel it's a bit late for making them and showing them to you. Oh, that's going to be a nice one on the on the what? That word's gone as well. Oh dear. I could do with a voiceover, couldn't I, if I was organised enough. Or where you put the fancy words coming over the screen when you've said the wrong word. I noticed in yesterday's video I said decoupage all the way through it when I meant collage. Funny the things you do when you're not thinking about it. Over the other side, I think that's what I was trying to say. Enjoying the peace and quiet here, I have to say. It's beautifully quiet. Should I touch some wood? I shouldn't have said that, should I? Yeah, I seem to have all white over here now, don't I? Perhaps I ought to pay a bit more attention to colour and not just shape. But you get the idea now of just using the text. I think I did it, I'm just thinking now, I'm sure I did one not so long ago, towards the end of the summer probably, with just with music like this. I think I've still got that somewhere. I'll have to dig it out, because that might make a nice cover inside. Just trying to think what else you could use them for. Well, it depends what you put them onto. If you put them onto a thinner page, they could actually be a page in a journal, couldn't they? We're ready for this shape yet? No. Got some nice big bits down here. We seem to have all the same. Oh yeah, that's nice. I kind of want it on top though. There. So if we put that one in line there. Yeah, it's grown fairly quickly as well, hasn't it? And actually, look how many bits of paper I've got left. I thought I was going to run out. It's like collaging with your scraps, isn't it? A few scraps goes a long, long way. So I'm pleased about that. I thought I was going to run out really quickly. Now, obviously, I've got matte Mod Podge. It is actual Mod Podge, but it will start still dry, a little bit shiny. So I know there are other matte mediums out there that don't dry so shiny. Maybe you've got one of those, but this one will have a little bit of shine on it. Just wondering if you could probably spray before you you know, Seal It, Mod Podge It. You know, like with the distress sprays, or if you make one up yourself, you could put splodges on it with gold or any what's the paint I'm trying to mention, not the watercolour, the other one. Goodness knows, does it say on here? Nope, doesn't. It says metallic paint. Oh my goodness me, Denise. Good job I'm not getting paid. I'd be getting sacked today. Yeah, paint. What sort of paint is there that's not watercolour? Acrylic. Good grief, how hard was that? Yeah, so you could put splodges of acrylic paint on it. Well, to be fair, you could put splodges of any kind of paint on it, couldn't you? You could put stickers over it, you know, like the see-through ones. Not, well, I suppose washy ones would work. I think I want something a bit whiter in there. Yeah, that's it. Oh, I had more than enough. Yeah, so many things we could do with them. I'm quite liking the idea of the gold splodges on it. Actually, I might put one or two on before I seal it. Obviously I need it to dry before I seal it, so I won't be putting that on the end of this video. Got a tiny little piece in there, look, you might know. Just wondering if there's a small piece here that I tore off that would, because that's very nearly going to cover it. We'll put some plain in, rather than use one of those big pieces that's going to be all covered. Yeah, so although I tore quite a bit off, quite a bit of pages up, and it has done this one, there isn't enough for another one, and I'm not going to make you sit through watching me tear up more pages. So I'll probably call this one a video. I think they are glue threads that fly in the air. It just fits, that was meant to be, wasn't it? Oh, goodness me. I just trim round it and ink it up just so that you can see. Move it off that. That looks better already, doesn't it, without all that fussiness behind it. So yeah, you know, I might do some much bigger pieces than that. Big pieces of paper, which will create very, very quickly, won't they? I haven't gone over the edge too much actually. Just cut those those little bits off. Obviously once it's been sealed, it'll be cut on the guillotine, but I just like to ink the edge to give you an idea of the finished piece. Of course you could ring the changes by using lots of different coloured ink, or you know, a different colour. You could do it with, yeah, different colour ink on each piece you rip. That would be quite nice as well, wouldn't it? I'm going to make this one real dark, and of course depending on the pages you use, it will make a completely different collage sheet. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking I'm going to put some ink splodges on here, and I'm wondering if I dare do it now. Just put some paper down and give it a go. I did see, now I'm trying to think who it was. Could have been Marami Small Art, I can't remember. Or it could have been, who is it that's teal and tattered, forget her name. Might have been someone else completely, but I have a feeling it was one of those two who put some gold ink down and then blew it with a straw to create the kind of the splat. Yeah, Those would be nice on here, some splats. Right, what do you think? Shall I go mad and splatter and hope I don't splatter the entire desk? Why not? Let's have a little play. Right, so I've got Deco Art, Dazzling Metallic. Oh, it does say acrylic there, look. If I'd have looked long enough, I'd have found it acrylic paint. Okay, let me just get... I've only got a huge brush here. Yeah, so where are my little paint brushes? I don't know. I usually have a little one in my tub here, but I haven't. Right, I'm going to do it with a big one. Why the heck not? Do it with a big one, and I'm wondering if perhaps I should water this down, but let's see how big a splodge I get. Oh yeah, they're quite big, higher up. No, they pet because the higher up I go, you see, the further it'll spread, and I don't want it on my desk. What was I going to say? Because I've got such a big brush, it's creating rather large splatters. Wish I had a straw now to blow them. I might just pick it up and blow on it. It's going to be sealed, isn't it? Right, let's have a go. See if I can make them into splodges. Excuse the noise a minute. No, it's too, what's the word? It's too thick. It needs to be runny, I think, to blow it. Oh. Sure that noise must be driving you mad. No. Yeah, so a little tiny brush, and oh, you could glitter it as well, couldn't you? I think if you put splodges on and it's heavy and you drop it from a height, they go as well, but this one's just going to float about, isn't it? It's got that rather big one there now. I might, that's not stuck down. Yeah, I might make some ephemera out of some of these as well. Might cut this one up and make some tags out of it. So I will, obviously I won't do any more of these on camera because you've got the idea now, but I will make 3 or 4 of these. Be nice with that gold acrylic around the edge as well, wouldn't it? You know, if it was the inside cover. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you've enjoyed just seeing something a little bit different today. Let me know what you're doing, especially if you're doing anything, you know, different, change, ringing the changes. I don't think I got gold anywhere. Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Have a little chat with me in the comments, that would be nice. Pop back and see me tomorrow. I may well be starting the winter kit, or I may be making some ephemera, I'm not sure yet. Okay, have a lovely day. See you soon. Bye bye.